Alright, Shalom Akim. Ariel back at you with another video. So I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Harakah, Quadash, double honors to all the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to all the sincere Akim. Kwame Yahshua will rise up to the house of David. So we're in the year 2021 and let's take a look at this video. Because we're getting the introduction of the year, and because it's a bit of a mouthful, I'm going to let the elder, Apostle Tahar, give us a brief introduction into the year, because since it's coming from the prophet's mouth himself, from the prophet's mouth himself.
Shalom. Yep.
And this is his channel, Tahar Banlaya. Lucky if I butchered the name. So let's, without further ado, hear the introduction of the year.
Giving all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Quadash. Right now it's 12:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's January 1st, 2021. And this will be called the year of hasting unto the coming of the day of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. It's a little long, but that's the saying for the year through the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Quadash. Hasting unto the coming of the day of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Alright, I'm going to repeat it. Hasting unto the coming of the day of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Give me a couple of days and I'll get it. You know, practice makes perfect. Hasting unto the coming of the day of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. So this is his our introduction, and his channel, if you haven't subscribed, is Tahar Banlaya. If you haven't subscribed, there's a whole heap of edification we're going to be getting, have been getting, and we're going to continue to be getting throughout the whole year. Lord willing, this is the last year. Hasting unto the coming of the day of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And we've seen a whole lot, and you couldn't break down everything we've seen. But we're going to take a look at this video, because I just wanted to get used to that mouthful from Elder Apostle Tahar to introduce the year, because I might have had trouble saying it in one go. So I let the prophet himself, the elder himself, Elder Apostle himself say it. So let's take a look at this video clip now, because I found it quite funny. You know, many people on all levels, in all entertainment areas, are seeing the signs. Cannot be denied, irrefutable. But we've got comedians here, we got newscasters, we got all former politicians or former politicians or family of politicians, all. Anyway, that day is going to come where everybody everybody head shall bow and mouth shall confess and acknowledge the true presence of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua when he comes back. And it could be in this year, as we just heard from Elder Apostle Tahar. Hopefully it is. So I'm not going to play it. To avoid any kind of copywriting. You know, the YouTube is clamping down on any kind of so-called, you know, you can't mention this, you can't mention that, you can't. So anyway, we're going to let this play. And you know, I found it funny. They're making light of it, but really a lot of people are going to be scared, man. The year 2020 is gone, and we're coming into this year, and it's going to begin with a bang. And they say the year last year was a bit too much for a lot of people. The year of 2020 was too much. People were crying out for 2021. Whoa, boy, do you know what you're crying out for? Let's hear this.
So 2020 has hit us with a lot of stuff. It's not even July, but from the giant killer hornets that are coming to, these.
So this was at the beginning of the year 2020. People got shook. And right, so if you got shook last year, if what we're saying, the prophets are saying, is going to take place, you're going to be shaking in your boots.
There's just locusts everywhere and the pandemic. I mean, what is coming next is the real question. Well, we think we have a viral video, which was released from Miami, which explains a lot. It shows that it might be UFOs. No word on what these lights in the sky actually are yet, but a Senate Intelligence Committee. A Senate Intelligence Committee is calling on the Pentagon to release the UFO reports that they're sitting on. Those damned people. Megan, do they need to release this right now?
Yeah, obviously. I may have seen this video on Twitter at about midnight the night before last, and I may have texted it to Sunny asking if we were being invaded. That may have happened. And she said, I'm ready. And so I feel like if this planet is going to continue on this path,
the only way to deal with it is to try and laugh it off and try and be in denial and make light of it. That's the only way you can deal with it. Because really, if it is true, you can't deal with it. That's just the fact of the matter. That's what a lot of comedians do. They make light of truth because they can't live the truth. But when the truth comes, it's going to hit you in the face.
Sunny and I are ready to go to the next planet. I'm fine to start a new colony where there's no coronavirus and no Trump, and we can start over because we have screwed things up on this one as much as possible. But it legitimately scared me, I will say, because it was all over Twitter, and I was like, what is this? It would be like 2020 to have us being invaded. So there you go. Sorry, Sunny.
That's
Again,
hysterical.
I'm bored at home.
I want to know if they have rooms on their ship for us to go with them.
This is true. Maybe those are the people we saw in the very beginning of the show. Maybe that's who was saying we don't want to wear masks. Maybe that's why it seems so strange to us.
Yeah.
Sunny, how would you handle an alien encounter if you had one?
Well, Megan did, in fact, contact me at like midnight with this thing. And I was like, Megan, I am willing to get on the UFO with you.
Yeah.
And leave. I want to leave. I just want to leave because it's the Rona and it's Trump and I'm done. I really felt that way because I believe that there is life beyond us. I've said it on the show. I believe in Area 51. I believe that Trump knows about Area 51. That's probably the only intelligence briefing that he reads, because I think it reads like a science fiction novel. I think it has pictures of aliens. I think he would be very interested in that. And I think he knows about that. I really do. And I think it's real, and I'm willing to get on. That's it.
All right, well, I'm not leaving the planet to anybody. I'm not leaving the planet to anybody. You know what? Y'all can come and visit, but you're not taking me off this planet. This is mine, and I'm going to fight y'all, however many arms you have.
All right, she said, Whoopi Goldberg, she gonna fight this. She gonna fight the aliens. All right, we laugh it up, laugh it up, laugh it up, laugh it up, Jack. So we're gonna look at some precepts, man, because I understand they want to make light of it. The former former actress Whoopi Goldberg. One of them was a lawyer. Saying, I want to get out of here. I don't want to stay here, Trump. And, they're talking about the pandemic and, what we know is a pandemic. They want to get out of there. Is there room on the UFOs for me, boy? Listen, let's read the precepts, man. Sirach 5 and 4 says, and I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter unto the house of the thief. Right, talking about the so-called UFOs, the angels of the Lord, the angels of Yehovah Bashim Yoshai. Right, into the house of the thief, and unto the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name, and make mockery of my name, and make mockery of my creation, and my angels, and my spiritual power. And if you're gonna fight them, you're gonna need spiritual power. You can laugh, man. Yeah, because you're just a comedian. Swear falsely by my name, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof. Because this is very serious, actually. You know, we all know the precepts very well, the ones in Isaiah 66 and 15. His chariots are like a whirlwind to render his anger with fury. You know, the one, I'm going to read let's read this one in Psalms 68, 17 says, the chariots of God are 20,000, even thousands of angels, and the Lord is among them in Zion, in the holy place. So they was talking about how the year began last year. You're in for a ride. You're in for a rocky ride. You're in for a roller coaster this year. A roller coaster ride this year. We've been seeing them. Brothers have been seeing them. Akim. Sisters have been seeing them, putting up on their channels. We've been seeing them live and direct over the camp. Consistently. And from the time I came in this truth, it's just got more and more blatant, more and more clear for me to see the chariots, man. We got Second Esdras broke down his dream, and he said that they started to zap people, you know, out of their mouth. He said that it looked like weapons coming out of their mouth, zapping people, man. I'm going to read just one precept, one verse out of 2 Esdras 13. It says, and behold, and lo, that man waxed strong with thousands of heaven, and when he turned his countenance to look at all the things, trembled that were seen under him. Right, and whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, yeah, that's the lasers. He described it in his vision. A voice out of his mouth, all they burned. So he zapped them, you know, zapped them with the lasers, you know, dehydrated them, zapped all their life out of them, turned to dust. It says, burnt that heard his voice, like the earth falleth when it falleth the fire. Right. And after this I beheld, and lo, there were gathered together a multitude of men out of the number from the four winds of the heaven, to subdue the man that came out of the sea. They tried to fight them. So you know the precept, second Esdras 13, in its fullness. Let's jump down and read the last one. It says, and they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence. They were zapped, dried out all their moisture out of them. That's what happens when you dry out mud. You understand? Dry out dust. Upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burn them up, every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. That's a powerful precept, man. You can get one more. Actually, one of my favorite precepts is it's actually my favorite subject, doing this on the chariots. Isaiah 66 videos on the chariots, because we know that the reality. People want to laugh. People want to make mockery. That's even better, because he who laughs best. And we know Yahweh Shai gets the laugh every time. Isaiah 66:15 says, you know, because Yahweh Shai, what Christians call Jesus, he's waiting now on the right hand side of Yahweh for his enemies to be under his feet. I'm going to bring that precept out. We're going to read this. Isaiah 66:15 says, for behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. Let's bring out the last one to end off the video. Psalms 110 and 1 says, The Lord said unto my Lord, Yahweh said unto Yahushua, Sit thou at my right hand until I make thee enemies thy footstool. So Yahushua, when he come back, he ain't gonna be laughing, and you ain't gonna like the look of him. He's not what you think. It's not a laughing matter. He who laughs best. To order to Yehovah Hashem Yoshai for giving me the spirit to do this video. And we're going to end off with the new introduction of the year with the elder apostle Tahar. This is his channel. This is the video. We want to see the whole video. It's on Tahar Ben Lawyer 2021, and he goes in. I'm going to let him go in. This is going to be the end of the video. And like I say, we're gonna get it in its fullness. It might take me a couple of days to get it as a mouthful. Actually, I've got it already. But let's hear what Elder Apostle Tahar says to end off this video.
Shalom, giving all praise to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua B'Shem Kakwadash. Right now it's 12:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's January 1st, 2021, and this will be called the year of hasting unto the coming of the day of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. It's a little long, but that's the saying for the year through the power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua B'Shem Kakwadash. Hasting unto the coming of the day of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. So it's January 1st, 2021, the year of hasting unto the coming of the day of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua.
Alright, so I let Elder Apostle Tahar say it. I didn't want to mispronounce anything. And so that's the end of the video, Akim. And Lord willing, this is the end. This is the end, and we do get delivered out of this wicked, sinful kingdom. All praises to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua for giving me the spirit to do this video. Rise up to the house of David. Shall luck run be upon all the wicked that hate truth, justice, and righteousness. We out.